As is Josh and I's style, we decided to run up. Just up.
Well, so far this run is straight up. It's really amazing though, because we have all these views of the coast behind us, and then off to our left, just incredible views of the mountain range over there. So there's so much to look at. It's really amazing. Hi, this is Josh from Shamma Sandals, and today on Run With Us we are at Molera State Park. It's here on the Big Sur coast, and today our game plan is to run the Bluff Trail to the Panorama Trail to the Ridge Trail and back. So let's get going. So we got here at Molera State Park and said the park was closed to like traffic and cars and things like that. In any case, there's not very good signs here. We had to ford a little river that just said access to the beach, and the trail that we're on wasn't really marked the way it was shown in the description when we were looking up this trail. Needless to say, take the trail to the beach and then look for the Bluffs Trail and go from there. All right, we found the first intersection. It's the Ridge Trail. We're gonna go up first. So let's go. So we had a bit of a struggle today trying to figure out which trail to take. The park was closed. There's no rangers or anything like that. We parked across the street and came down to the parking lot, and there wasn't like a big map or anything of the park, so we just kind of had to figure it out. What we found was like a dead owl. Oh, gnarly.
Nothing ate it.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't think anything eats owls. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad, but really cool. I've never seen an owl before. A dead owl. Okay, let's keep going. These views are incredible. Anyways, going back to the story, or how to get out here. So we finally found the Creamery Meadow Trail. Was basically the trail to the beach, and we took a left and started heading up the mountain, and then we found our loop. So it's a little direction for you. It's a little tricky, but my goodness, is it promising. As we're going up this mountain, the views are getting better and better.
As is Josh and I's style, we decided to run up. Just up.
Well, so far this run is straight up. It's really amazing though, because we have all these views of the coast behind us, and then off to our left, just incredible views of the mountain range over there. So there's so much to look at. It's really amazing. Okay, we've been running up the Ridge Trail for probably about 1.5 miles, and it's been really tough running. It's November right now, so it's pretty cool out, but if it were spring or summer, this would be really difficult. So I wanted to talk about why I run just for a moment. I've mentioned before that I don't do races or anything like that.
I don't have some crazy training regimen. There's not really something I'm training for. I really just like to go running. To me, that's like the goal, is to be able to run. And I would say something like this is kind of like icing on the cake, where we're at this beautiful state park and never been on this trail before. There's all these sights to see. It's an adventure. So to be able to run is a blessing. It's a very good thing. It's something I'm very grateful to be able to do. And I just like taking the opportunity to run. So that's what keeps me running. That's why I want to go out and run. I don't wear headphones and listen to music while I'm running or anything like that. To me, it's like the best time to think and to see. There's just so much to see when you go on a run. This is amazing. And that's why I run. I think if you learn to enjoy it rather than turn it into something that's this thing you have to do, you'll run a lot more. That's my little running secret and tip for the day. So right now, I'm hoping we're near the top of the ridge. It was just a huge ascent, probably about 3 miles of running uphill. Very steep, no switchbacks, really tough running. But I think we're near the top. Okay, so the amazing thing about this run is we're in the middle of this forest, and we were going through redwoods. We're going through oaks right now. We'll go back through redwoods in a minute. And sometimes the Pacific Ocean is there, just to your right. There is so much to see. Right now, it feels like we could be, 100 miles inland. And then in a couple minutes, we're right on the coast. So this is what I mean. 50 yards back, we were in the redwoods and the trees. And there's the Pacific Ocean now. Well, we have been running uphill for about 4 miles now. We reached the top of the ridge trail. We're taking a little break because this view is incredible. But from here, we're going to start going down the mountain out towards the coast on the Panorama Trail. And then we're going to try and meet up with the Bluffs Trail at some point. Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome. So now we're running on the Panorama Trail. Been running on it for about a mile. And it's a really cool trail. Very different from the Ridge Trail. The Ridge Trail was taking us through the forests and the redwoods and some oaks. And we were getting views of the canyon, mostly on the eastern side of the ridge, with occasional views of the ocean. But now we're going through this low, scrubby, kind of, chaparral type of stuff, and all ocean. All right, there's a little trail break up ahead, and it says Panorama Trail and Spring Trail. We're gonna go right here, and we're gonna follow the Panorama Trail. Let's see, we're about 6 miles into our big loop. It's probably about 2.5 miles till we make it back to the beach trail.
There's a vulture right up there.
So a lot of times birds hang out by cliff sides because there's a bunch of wind flying up the cliff, shooting them upwards, a little elevator.
For someone who doesn't like birds at all, you sure know a lot about them.
Well, thank you, Alaska.
Just have to know your enemy, huh?
Yeah. Okay, theory one about how the owl died. I think because it had hardly any like wounds, like it wasn't thrashed about by an animal, but maybe some predator got one bite in or something and then it flew, and due to blood loss became unconscious and crashed into the ground or something, had to land. But because why would, if it was attacked by a predator, why didn't the predator eat it? Right?
Fair enough. My question is, there was like blood by its beak and a little trail of blood on the trail by its, running from its like beak and its face. But nothing had eaten it. Was it just like, maybe it was just an old owl and it fell out of the sky and nosedived, and that's where it ended. All right, we're getting close to the end of the Bluffs Trail, I hope. It's been a long run, we're getting tired. But it's getting nice and flat, easy running out here. Oh, there's the 8-mile marker. And then it'll be right up the beach or Creamery Meadow Trail after that. So once you hit the end of the Bluff Trail, go down the little hill and you'll be back on the Creamery Meadow Trail, back to the parking lot. It's about a half a mile. It's flat, wide, smooth road, easy running. But yeah, I'd say it's about a half mile long. Then you're gonna have to cross this river. So we're at the river again. Lots of people are crossing. It's starting to get a little busier here in the middle of the day, and it's nice.
So we just finished our run here at Molera State Park, and just a little recap of the run. We ran about 10 miles total. So if you park on the opposite side of the parking lot, like on the opposite side of the highway from the parking lot, and run in, you should figure about 10 miles total. The loop that we ran is about 8.5, but in and out is going to give you an extra 1.5 miles, so make it about 10 miles. The run up the hill was really difficult, really steep, but everything after that was really good. A lot of downhill, ocean breeze, incredible views, really good run. So I guess it's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the run too, and we'll see you next time on Run With Us.